Good afternoon everyone, it's Ali and welcome to today's video. So today I'm back with a piece of ephemera for a journal that I'm working on. I've made this one just to show you. It's not my idea, it's from the lovely Sandy at Septeria 18. I can't remember off the top of my head what she calls it, but I will link it in the description. And it's just this little flip up. It's like a waterfall but with pockets, and I've done mine different sides of the they've just got a little journal card in, and what I will do is I'll glue that onto a page so it can just flip up and you can get the little tags out. Isn't it lovely? I've used quite patterned paper on that one. I've got, well, this is patterned as well to be honest, but yeah, we'll see what it turns out like. So you need 3 pieces of 6x6 paper, and then what you're going to do is you're going to cut them in half. Just making sure they're the same size. Right, let's just get my trimmer and let's cut them at 3 inches. I am going to cut them together. Hopefully, it's quite important to try and get them all the same size, you know, then they lie nice. Right, okay, so we've got 6 pieces, and now you want to decide which piece you want for your cover, you know, this bit. So they're all pretty similar, these papers. So I'm trying to look, they've got text on, so I want the text the right way. I think we'll go with that one, and then I just put them in order of which papers I want next. We'll have that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Yeah, it doesn't really matter to be honest. Then you want your scoreboard or your ruler or whatever it is you do your scoring with. Okay, and to make your cover, all you're going to do is just score across the top at 1.5 inches. Okay, so that's just there, and then just fold it over, give it a little burnish, and then that makes your cover. Okay, so then the rest of the pieces we're going to score at, let me get it right, 1/2 inch and 3¼ inches. So 1/2 and 3¼ and we're going to do that on all the other 5 pieces. So 1/2, 3¼ let me just see which is the right way around. I think it's that way. Excuse me. Yeah, that way I think. Trying to decide which is the right way. 1/2 and 3¼ okay, so now you've scored them all. That's all the scoring there is to do. Okay, and what we're going to do is you're going to get your cover. I am going to round the corners on this one, just at the top and the bottom. Okay, right, so that's going to be our cover. So you're going to get your first piece, okay, and you're going to burnish your score lines. Okay, now then, if you want your pocket, I'm going to have my pocket on the right to start off with. So I'm just going to, let me just make sure I'm doing this right. Hang on. Yeah, that way. So you're going to take your little thumb notch out, okay? Open it up, okay? And then you are going to, have I done that right? Yeah. Just make sure you've got your little flap at the bottom. That's what you need to do. And then get your glue and then just glue along the top. I've got a very steady hand, me. I've got a rubbish shaky hand. So down, and then you're just going to go across the top of where it folds there, and then bring that down, okay? And then make sure you've still got your flap like that. Okay, and then you're going to glue on this bit your flap at the back, okay, like this. You're going to put your glue on, and then you're going to get your piece and you're going to go just underneath the score line, just so it sits nicely, so you've got room for that to close. Okay, just burnish it down, just make sure it's straight and it fits on, and you're going to carry on and do that right across. So let's get one for let's get the next one. So okay, let's just burnish this, and then I think I want to put my, I'm going to alternate it, you know, put my pocket at the right, at the left this time. Right, okay, so now we want to do, I have to think then, you know, when your mind just goes completely blank. Glue down this side, just have a think about it, you know, before you glue it, to make sure you've got your pocket on whichever side. You can put them all on the same side if you want to. So this time I'm going to glue across this bit and then down and across that bit there. Okay, and we're going to close up again. We've got our flap again. Okay, oh, I've put the pattern paper on the inside, never mind, I am going to embellish it anyway. Okay, lift up your flap, and then you're going to go just at the bottom of that one, and you see, just so it meets underneath. Okay, you can use single-sided if you want to. I just had some pattern papers, so I decided to use these. Okay, so now I want my pocket on the right again. Just have a little think before you put your glue on where you want it. Okay, so again we're going to go, I've done this upside, I've done all my pattern papers on the inside, and I didn't mean to, it's just the way I've folded it, but never mind. We're going to put some papers on it, some embellishments on anyway, stickers or some ephemera, and again just underneath, just make sure you're glued down. Okay, so we're alternating right, left, right, so we want our pocket on the left this time. Right, is that right? That needs to be at the bottom, doesn't it? Right, this way. Oh dear me, and it's not even early on in the day for my brain to be working. It's quite late on in the day. Right, let's glue around here. Sometimes little things you just have to sit and think about for a minute, don't you, which one you're folding and gluing, where you're supposed to be gluing it. Okay, and fold that down. Okay, and then you've got your glue on the flap again. Okay, and again just underneath there. Try and line them up, you know, so you've got them like in a nice, nothing sticking out. That's why I said it's quite important to try and cut it straight. You know me and cutting straight, I'm not the best, but if you can, as straight as you can. Right, and then we're going to go back to the pocket on the right. So I want that way, that way. Right, let's do that. Okay, so we're going to glue again. Oh, hang on. No, that's wrong. Hang on. That way, isn't it? Yes, put my pocket on the right. I've put the pattern paper on the inside again. Never mind. Doesn't take much to confuse me, guys. Believe me, it doesn't. A bit of pattern paper and I'm confused. Right, and let's put that down. Like I said, it doesn't matter because I'm going to embellish these little flappy things anyway. So I'll put the last one on and it just fits nicely. It hangs over the bottom a little bit, which I like. And that's not lined up. There we go. So I've got them all in a nice line now. I've got my pockets, okay, just like that one. That'll be nice pieces of ephemera then. That's not cut proper. That, there we go. Right, okay, so now we want to make the little journal cards to go inside, and we need to measure 2 3/8 by 3 inches. So let's just get me, put the lid on that for a minute. Just get me a trimmer. So we want 3 inches 3 by 2 and was it 2 3/8? Yeah, and they just fit in nicely. 2 and 1, 2 and 1, 2, 2 and 3/8. So there's them. Don't know whether they actually measure the same. 2 and 3/8, do they? How much smaller are them? No, a little bit smaller. Right, let's do this. 2 and 3/8. So we've got the 3 by 2 and 3/8. Okay. I am going to round the corners on mine. I just like the finish with the corners rounded. I've got really gluey hands. Right, let's just get that. So how are we doing, guys? Are we, everybody okay? I'm not feeling too bad today. Thought I'll try and just do a bit of crafting and move myself a little bit. As you know, I've been struggling with a few things at the moment. But yeah, I felt I haven't been sleeping great, but last night I managed to have a nice night's sleep, which makes a difference, doesn't it? So I've got up and had my shower and whatnot. Yeah. Journal cards just fit nicely in there. I'm not going to embellish mine, I'm just going to leave them for writing on. Could put a little tab on if you wanted to. I don't even think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to put them in. Nice little piece of ephemera, isn't it? And the journal I'm making is 2 signatures, so I can put one in each signature in there. Oh, do they only need 5? Only got 5 pockets. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh yeah, because that's the pocket, the cover, isn't it? Right, so I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to put a little bit of lace at the top, just along the top there. Just got a piece of this thin lace out. On. Like so. And then we'll just cut this off. Cut it off there. Just give it time to glue. And I'm just going to do a little bit of embellishing. I'm going to do what I've done there. I'm going to put a little quote on the top. Live every day with intention. That's nice. Let's put that on. You know, you can embellish them however you want. I've got bits of dried glue, I'm sorry. And if my hands look slightly orange, I've been using a gradual tanning, you know, like a moisturiser with tanning in. And even though I've had a mitt on, it's stained my hands. Right, I've got some ephemera, I've got some florals, I've got all my sort of acetate ones there, and then I've got some here. So let's just take some out and let's have a little look what we want. Right, let's have a look. That's pretty. We've got a purple one. I'm going to put that on there. Not inking round anything. I'm going to leave these white. I think they'll look nice. These are a mixture. I've sorted through all my die cut ephemera and I've got a new storage system for them now in these little wallets. I'll show you at some point. This is blocking this glue. I need to unblock it. I'll have to do that when I've turned the camera off, but it keeps getting blocked, this glue. In fact, let's use that little one and I'll clean it out when I've finished. Right, okay. Right, let's find something for the top. I'm just going to mix and match the die cuts. Can you see? I don't think you can see there, can you? I've got these as well, these lovely ones. That's pretty. I'm just going to mix them. Where's my other one? The one that's a bit thinner, the pokey tool. It's got quite a thin point on this one. I seem to get into it better. Come here. Right, okay, so we're going to stick that on there. It's pretty, isn't it? I'm not going to put anything there, I don't think, unless I can find a flower that would fit there. What's that one? What else have we got? What do these say? Lovely. Yeah, let's put that on. Just something on there. I didn't put anything on there because it's patterned. So, oh, what have I just threw in? Oh, I've knocked flowers off. Right, next one. What have we got? Let's have a look. Got tons of flowers in here. I don't think they should be in there. I'm going to sort them out in a minute. These are more like ephemera pieces than stickers. Oh, we've got a big butterfly. Mind you, I've not used butterflies on any of the others. Mind you, it doesn't matter really, does it? You can use whatever you want. Let's find some nice bit. Oh, that's a nice big flower. Will that fit on? Yeah, I think it will. I'm just going to trim that top bit up a little bit so it's straight. It's just, yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it, when you flip it up? And then we'll do this side. And then we'll have to do something on the back as well, won't we? And these are a bit big that I've got out here. What's these ones? Let's have a look at these. Yeah, they're a little bit big then for this project, I think. Anything there? No, I'm not keen on that. No, let's put stickers on. I'll save them for a different project. Right, so I'll look for some nice stickers. I've got hundreds of stickers in here. That's probably I've probably got too many in to have a good look through. I was going to put a little label on as well, but I'm not, because I don't want bulk. Because there'll going to be a lot of ephemera in this journal. This is I'm doing a swap with a lady, Angie Beaumont. You might know Angie. She used to do videos. She's not done any videos for a long time. Yeah, we've decided we're going to make each other a little journal, well, a journal each. So I've just started working on that. Right, let's just put something on the back as well, and then we're done. Let's get some from the bottom, some different colours. Although I think they're a bit, oh, cherry blossom, will that go on there? Let's get that. Actually, let's see if we can get something orangey that will go with that one that I've stuck on there. Yeah, let's put that on. I love making different kinds of ephemera, you know, to put in a journal. Then you've got all nice different bits in your journal. I love Sandy from Septeria 18. If you've never watched her, she's fantastic with paper. She makes some lovely things, and she's a fantastic teacher as well. Really is. Yeah, she's really good at what she does. She makes some lovely things. I've made a lot of her things. There we go. One on this one. Come on, let's have something a different colour. That one. I'm going to just cut that little bit off the top. On. Yep, is that everything? Oh, actually that sticker is sticking over the top there. I'll have to put that. There we go, that's okay anyway. And one more on here, and then I think we're done. What's that one? I'm trying to find. There seems to be an awful lot of pink. I must have gone on a pink spree. Yeah, let's have that with the little bee. Buying pink flowers. It's a problem sometimes, isn't it, when you've got too many in a box, you can't see exactly what you've got. Right, I don't think I'm going to put anything else on. Like I said, I was going to put little labels. No, I'm not. I'm going to leave it like that. So that is that done then, guys. So aren't they two nice pieces of ephemera to glue? What? Yeah, well, you don't have to glue them onto a page. You could put them in a pocket if you wanted to. But I think they are lovely with the little pockets. Yeah, so like I said, I will leave a link to the lovely Sandy, whose tutorial I have followed today. And yeah, I hope you like them, guys, and let me know if you're going to have a go at making them. I think I would probably put, let's just get a little what do you call them, these things, a little paper clip just to keep them down. Put one there. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? And one just in the pot. Yeah, there we go. So there we go then, guys, I am done. So as always, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Take care, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.